Welcome back to another Disneyland Hotel Diary. Planning a Disneyland trip is a blast, but choosing the right hotel, that can be a huge decision. So today, we're diving deep into the Suncoast Park Hotel, breaking down the good, the bad, and what real guests have to say.
Okay, let's talk about that classic dilemma. You want a hotel that's close enough to walk to the parks, right? But you also want something that feels like, well, a real vacation. You're looking for that perfect sweet spot between a basic motel and the crazy high prices of the official Disney resorts.
So the big question is the Suncoast Park Hotel the answer? Could this be that perfect middle ground we're all looking for? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break it all down. We'll look at the location, what the rooms are really like, weigh the perks versus the quirks, and then wrap it all up with a final verdict to help you decide.
All right, first things first, location. For a Disneyland trip, this is everything, right? So let's see how the Suncoast really measures up.
So the big headline feature here is that you are less than a mile from the park entrance. Most people in reviews say it's about a 10 to 20-minute walk, and that means you can easily walk back for a midday swim or a quick nap without having to deal with shuttles or parking garages. And that kind of flexibility, that is a huge, huge win.
And it's not just about the park. You're right next to the Anaheim Garden Walk. This opens up a ton of different options for food and shopping. One reviewer even said what a total game changer it was to have places like P.F. Chang's or the Cheesecake Factory so close, especially after a long day of nothing but park food.
Okay, so the location, that's a big check mark. But let's move inside and see what you're actually coming back to after walking 20,000 steps. This is where you've got to recharge for the next day, so it's got to be good.
So the general consensus is that the rooms are modern, they're clean, and they've got the essentials you need for a park vacation. You'll see lots of guests just raving about the comfy beds, how spacious the rooms feel, and of course, having that microwave and mini fridge. It's a really great start, and it's pretty much exactly what you'd hope for in your home base.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, it is not all perfect. Some guests have reported some pretty significant wear and tear, and maybe a lack of quality control. This quote from a TripAdvisor review really highlights the major issue here: inconsistency. It seems like one guest might get a perfect, pristine room, while the person next door finds things that are literally falling apart. That is a huge disconnect from the hotel's stylish, upscale branding.
So what are the real trade-offs here? Let's get into the nitty-gritty and weigh the perks against the quirks to see what the Suncoast experience is really all about.
You can see the divide pretty clearly here. In the perks column, you've got that beautiful outdoor pool and a cool modern vibe. And get this, reviews constantly call out specific staff members like Sergio, Aaliyah, and Karla for their amazing service. But then you look at the quirks column, you've got that mandatory paid parking, stories of potential billing errors, and yep, that room inconsistency we just talked about. It's a real mixed bag.
And this quote right here, this captures the absolute best-case scenario. Some guests feel like they've totally hit the jackpot. They're getting near luxury quality and amazing amenities, like that incredible pool, for just a fraction of what the official Disney hotels cost. When it's good, it sounds like it's very, very good.
But then you flip the coin and you get this. Some reviewers felt the hotel completely missed the mark and didn't live up to that Hilton branding at all. And this really highlights the central risk of staying here, right? Which experience are you going to get? It feels a little like a roll of the dice.
Hey, real quick, if this breakdown is helping you plan your trip, do us a quick favor and take a second to subscribe and like the video. We dig through all these reviews so you don't have to, and your support really helps us make more of these explainers for you.
So with all of that in mind, let's bring it all home. We've seen the highs, we've definitely seen the lows. Who is this hotel actually for? Let's break it down.
So here's the bottom line. The Suncoast seems ideal for the traveler who's looking for that resort-light experience. You're someone who really sees the value in upgraded amenities, like a fantastic pool and a modern vibe, and you're willing to pay for the extra costs and maybe gamble a little on room consistency to get it.
And hey, if you do decide this is a spot for your next trip, we've pulled together a few key tips from fellow travelers to help you make your stay even better and maybe avoid some of those quirks.
Following these simple tips can really help you avoid some of the common frustrations. And that one about watching the Disneyland fireworks from the pool patio, that is a fantastic insider tip that comes up again and again in reviews. Definitely a must-do.
And ultimately, that's the big question the Suncoast asks you. It offers you a taste of that high-end resort life, a beautiful pool, modern rooms, great location, but it comes with that risk of inconsistency. The right answer really just depends on what you value most for your trip. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.